extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. The AT unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And no chance at a return. Drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
He's running free down the middle. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that pass intercepted. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. outside. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And the extra point ties the game in the fourth. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jason. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you, get yourself in position to win.
I think you've got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on third down. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. First play of the first possession of OT. Run the gun. He leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. Well, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game, but you got to do a lot of this.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Touchdown, Oregon! They take the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Haynes. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fair catch called for and made. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Now on the move. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got his man quickly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast to him.
Hey, that's a live ball. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it... bounds, so the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Escapes the sack. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Haynes. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently, they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been. And the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a third down and 4. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The sure hands, it's Maryland.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On second down, wants to throw. A quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Back to the air one more time. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Maryland. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Let's go. Now on second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown tie. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish, and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Coming after it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Ball in the air, intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Fires on the move. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks that...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They'll go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it! And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Love. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
On second down, wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Harrison. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking for a crease. It's Love. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iron.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Past the sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires and picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the touch.
And it's so hard. Got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give is to Miller. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tackled after picking up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corner's going to give them room. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On second down, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
They'll try the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 15. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Give to the running back. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Oh, and he got a hand on it, it's blocked. That's a live ball, defense has it. Racing down the left side. The 40, he's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
On the move from inside his spot. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Situation like this late in the game, and the offense might be content just to barge right into the middle of that crowded run D. They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Fast motion from the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
To the air, it's Milroe. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They're setting up the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, he's looking downfield. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed almost in his trap. Pick up 1 to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to the left. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
It's a reverse. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Third downs are huge. I got to have success on third down. Sometimes I got to break out some plays that you haven't seen. Nice job getting the wide receiver the football. Hand him the football. Let him do some things in space. Let him get a big first down for you. Let him get a new set of downs for you.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football. Not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job, staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Second and goal for the offense. touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 7, Alabama 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to get it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, sweet feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Bama! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. After that latest answer, Tide things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Gonna run it. It's Sanders.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Fires the pass, intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Working that left side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Sellers. Getting some heat. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Makes one man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, South Carolina 14, Alabama.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Can't get him to the ground. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
It's really frustrating. You get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wide out in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And right down the middle. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Now on second down. Hands it off. And the Gamecocks get it past the sticks.
Gain of 4. And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
At the 40. First down for the offense.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this offense can get after you in a variety of ways in the running game. And one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners are going to bail. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Going for it all. Touchdown, South Carolina. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. A little screen to the running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Makes the grab. Touchdown time. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. Across the 25, he's got room. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. We'll get it started here in overtime. Going up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's looking for a man on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They tied the game, and now they can win it with an extra point. Man, is that dude fast. It is easy to see how this position is evolving more and more to have elite athletes and elite throwers.
Reese, you say easy. I say annoying. Think about the defensive perspective. I got to go.
You fucking trash.
Oh, and now the quarterback's going to run? Well, here, you take the playbook. It's not there.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
Where this at we going?
I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. To the air, it's Glenn. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
That's a really good-looking throw there.
Yo, you got a mic, bro?
Back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time
You got a
we played
mic?
the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. he is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. They're working that left side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. He's looking to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The completion well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right.
Nigga, what the fuck is that, bro?
Now it's picked off.
What the fuck is that?
Bring it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, no. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll start this drive with a pass. Extending the play. At the 35, he's open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Throws for the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you literally fucking kidding me, bro?
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. The DBs will back off a bit. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Benson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Comes out throwing on first down.
Nigga, what the fuck? This game is so rigged. I'm coming back and winning, bro. I'm coming back and winning. Why the fuck is he on the floor, bro?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida State 41, Alabama 0.
The Noles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. A run for the quarterback. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the wideout.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires to the middle.